Hi, I'm Loridee, creator and writer of the new immersive fiction podcast, The Infinite Worlds of Ella Jane. Imagine 1 minute you're just trying to survive high school. The next,
The Infinite Worlds of Ella Jane. It follows the story of a Filipino-Canadian teen whose life gets turned upside down after being thrown into the deep end of a pool at a house party.
Yeah, the story has already gained an audience through Wattpad, and now it's available as a podcast. So let's bring in Loridee De Villa. Good morning, Loridee. It's so nice to see you, and congratulations. What does this mean to you to take on this new project?
Yeah, thank you so much. Honestly, it feels so amazing to have this come to life after winning the Shaw Rocket Fund Accelerator Writing Contest back in 2020. It almost feels like a lifetime ago, but I think throughout the years we put in so much good work to bring this story alive, and it's just this amazing fantasy world that I'm so proud of, and I'm so excited to share it with everyone.
Yeah, and this is amazing because, Loridee, you wrote this as a teenager, 5 years ago. I don't know if this was during the pandemic. You were sort of locked in and felt like you had to get your words out somehow. But the story, where did you generate this story from? Because I love the plot here.
Yeah, so I actually had this idea quite a long time ago. I think I was in the 8th grade and I tried drafting something up, but I didn't particularly like it. So when this contest was announced on Wattpad, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to bring it back and bring back the characters that I had created so many years ago. I feel like growing up, I loved fantasy and I loved sci-fi, so I wanted to introduce that into my own writing. So that's where I came up with the plot of a girl falling through a portal and ending up in a parallel universe.
And I understand your Filipino heritage has really influenced your writing. How did you tap into your background when you're crafting your work?
Yeah, I think most of my work, I usually tap into my background because I love making my main characters Filipino-Canadian like I am. I feel like I didn't see much of that growing up, so I love putting it in there. In this podcast particularly, we have some Filipino words that are being used. For example, our main character calls her dad tatay, which is a Tagalog word for dad. And I think it's just small pieces of culture here and there which make it feel really special for me.
Yeah, it's great to get that representation in there. That's for sure, Loridee. I am curious, though, just going back to, being a teenager and writing a book. A lot of teenagers in high school, you get a 5 or 10-page essay and you freak out. You wrote an entire book here. What did you find inside yourself to be able to get that done? Was it just you had so much that you wanted to get out? I mean, how did that all come about?
I think I've always loved writing since I was a little kid. It excites me so much because I love books and I love the imagination and the creativity that comes with it. So Ella Jane is my second book, but I have a previously published one also with Wattpad Webtoon books, and it's called How to Be the Best Third Wheel. So that one I started writing at 14, and I think throughout high school and throughout my entire life, I've just had a love for storytelling, and it's that sort of thing where it tingles and you have to get it out there.
Right.
Tell us about the process, writing and now a podcast. And we know how popular the podcast is. I mean, almost everyone's got their headphones in now. You're listening to them in the car. What's that been like for you?
It's been amazing. I think that this contest and the mentorship that I've gained through it has been so helpful. So I had an amazing writing mentor that was taking me through the process of adapting something into multimedia form. So this is an audio podcast, but I think when you're trying to adapt an idea into audio, something that I've learned is that you have to really take in aspects that you wouldn't consider when you're writing a book. So, for example, what scenes would be feasible when you're using different sound effects? Like, do we have these tools available to make it come to life? And I feel like that was the most important thing when figuring out how to write a script for the podcast.
Okay, fantastic. Listen, Loridee De Villa, good luck and congratulations again, and we'll see what Ella Jane gets up to. I'm sure you've got some more stories that you want to tell. Appreciate the time this morning, though. Thank you.